this is PTC Live, and today we are going to be learning how to use the Zoom L-12. In order to use the Zoom L-12, you are going to need a computer. And on the computer, you are going to need Adobe Audition and the driver for the Zoom L-12 that you can both find, and you can find the driver on the internet. For the Zoom L-12, you are going to need a power cable and a USB 2.0 cable to have the L-12 talk to your computer. Also, you are going to need XLR cables in order for the microphone to talk to the L-12, a spider mount to hold up the microphone, and a microphone. In order to be able to hear what's going on, you are going to need headphones with a 1/4-inch adapter on it, and a power supply in order for the L-12 to work. We have an extension cord here. Now, the first thing we are going to want to do is make sure all the knobs and faders are down to 0, as they all are now. And we are going to plug in the L-12. And plug in the computer. Now, the next thing we're going to do is plug in the microphones. We're going to have this be 1, and do make sure that the pins are lining up with the holes in the L-12. And we are going to put our headphones in A over here. And now the next thing we are going to want to do with everything down is turn on the L-12. Alright, now the first thing we are going to want to do is to bring up the master. Bring up our gain knobs as well. And bring up our faders. And just so you know, mono inputs, it is one track. You can have both in the left and right ear, but stereo, you have 2 separate tracks for the left and the right, and each can be manipulated individually, just so you're aware of that. And phantom power, this red button here, it allows the condenser microphones to have power. And also, next, the gain here are these 2 knobs here, and whenever you are in Audition, you're going to want to have the gain set so that your levels are between -6 and -12. The compression knobs down below right here, you're going to want to have those set to 12 o'clock. And right below there in a purple-blue rectangle is the selection button. That allows you to control the SFX, which are over here. We're not going to be going over these today, but just so you know that they are there. Next is the play record button. We're not going to be using that today either. That is used for when you have an SD card. And we are going to want to unmute 1 and 2, which are the ones we are using today, and also the master. And next would be the USB button, and that needs to be powered on in order for the L-12 to talk to the computer. And the master over here, you have to make sure it is set to 0. Do make sure it's set to 0. It'd be highly recommended. And the headphone jack over here, there are multiple knobs. A would lead to A, B to B. They're all alphabetized. And there is also a button below them. If it is down, it is on the letter that it specifies. But if it is up, it is master. Just so you're aware of that. And it can all be adjusted individually for each person who has a who has a headset on so that they can hear everything differently. The slate is down here, and it is used to slate everything, like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then letting everybody talk or quiet on set or something so that everybody will be able to hear you. And today we are also going to be going over auditions, so we're going to head over to the computer next. So you're going to want a multi-track, and you're going to want to go to Edit, Preferences, Audio Hardware, the ASIO, and the Zoom L-12. For this, you're going to want microphone 1 to be mono input 1, and the next one to be mono input 2, since those are the two that we are using in the L-12. Next, you're going to want to arm the track. And in order to get it to start recording, it is Shift and Spacebar. Hello, hello, hello! And as you can see, we do have levels, but they are low, so we're going to need to turn up our gain. Hello, hello, hello! And it looks like a little bit more. Hello! Okay, yeah, that's better. And you can just hit Spacebar for it to stop recording. And file, save as, name it whatever you want, and find a spot to save it at. We're just going to go with there, save, okay. And now you can close Audition. And now for the L-12, in order to power it down, we are going to want to make sure everything is muted and set to 0. So we're going to mute everything. And there you go. Powering off. It says goodbye. Thank you for watching our tutorial on how to use the L-12. This is PTC Live. My name is Tiffany Lechq, and next time we are going to be going over the SFX and how to record with an SD card. Thank you for watching, everybody.